Okay, good evening, everybody. Sorry, technical difficulties. Please, someone tell me can just let me know. And those people already on here, Pacho, share na, so that other people might also listen to the show. A very educative show, you know. We're asking all of you to help. Maybe volume too much crap because I had some few things to sort out. And then we're going to discuss about three topics, and we try say a bit discuss um, the COVID issue. Charlie, my light and here very poor. Hold on, COVID issue, no, COVID-19 up to now, only about 1.3 million Ghanaians have been vaccinated. About a minute. In fact, like a camera, you know, make it a little lively. And bear with me. I have it. Yeah, so like Kakana. Technical difficulties, maybe. So like Kakana. I think it's better now. Yeah, let me bring this down a little bit. Yeah, there we go. So at the moment, I think about only 1.3 million Ghanaians have been vaccinated. Any of my friends that I've talked to that are in Ghana right now, none of them seem to have been vaccinated. Almost all PB crowd, they don't know where to go. So it's a big issue. And it's about almost going to a year and a half since the pandemic hit. And at the moment, I think we spent over 7 billion Ghana cedis on this COVID and like nothing to show for it, which is very typical of this dispensation. We talk big, we spend a lot of money, and then at the end of the day, we have nothing to show for. It's, I don't know. We've heard the president was in America, and about America, I think he came for the UN thing. And great speech, by the way. President Tweed, apart from the inauguration speech, it was plagiarized. His speeches and his delivery are just spot on. Brofone, like he's got the public speech thing down. He's got his foot on the neck. Great speech. And I think as after speaking with the Vice President of the United States, almost say America is ready to give us, I think, 1.5 or 1.3 million doses of vaccines. And I'm asking myself, say, if the plan was to just go around, because the first one I think that one was from AstraZeneca, HWO, and they free. Because not almost pebi ama the poorest of the poorest countries are almost feel so much struggle to get the vaccines and almost pebi ama and they gave it to us for free. And then Kodan channel Sputnik, we paid a lot of money. Controversy isn't even solved by now. We didn't even get 500,000 of those doses. I think say 230 doses or say 200. I don't know the number we got, but it was shambolic. Now, the next one point, any huge number over Tibiano is through aid. We've been at the chain. So why are we spending all that money? If say the end, you're bitching, we're just gonna chatter playing and roaming around the first world begging for COVID medicines and our COVID vaccines. Why did we spend all that money for? So, and on that chain. You better call topic later and then we're going to discuss it. And then number 2 on our list today, census. The census is out. You see, first of all, I kind of doubt the number a little bit because this census, I don't know the margin of error, but like I've spoken with a few people. The census guys never came to their house. Some are saying neighborhood. But yes, still, let's disregard all that. And secondly, I think we should talk about the way census, the method that census are being done nowadays. I think it's about time that we change it. I mean, if you read the Bible, this is the same techniques they were using back in Bethlehem in Israel when Jesus was born. America won boom. The same method. Go to your wherever you come from and get counted. I mean, it's a bit archaic. It's about time that Ghana now you share your home. Now you share what is going to work for us, and then we use it. So that's for the census. Almost 30.8 million people. They say Ghanaians are Ghanaians, Ghana, and I say, oh yes, I think all Ghana. 30.8 million. And no, yenya number no, yes, I'm so mufiti anama kind number ni keke. Yenya number no, say so but what are we going to do? 30.8 million. I think Obaya calculation 6.1 million account. So what are we going to do about those people? Now, third of all, the new IGP. I don't know. I'm very, 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 very optimistic about this guy. And he talks the talk. And, he started crawling the walk. So let's see whether he's going to pick up speed and whether he's going to do what he's supposed to do. I think the Ghana soccer coach, Sika Kono, whether you stand on your feet and do the right thing, or you kowtow to the so-called hands that are moving everything in Ghana, whether you kowtow to them or you stand on your feet and do the right thing, whatever you do, you're going to be sacked. And it in the hole. Some person you with either more pull strengths, and I say more pull strengths, and I say pull strengths. Why be nice so no I obey. At the end of the day, if they want to sack you, they are going to sack you regardless. Into IGP should take a cue from Sika Kono. It's the same thing. Opeso who Ghana, just look at Soccer Federation. GFA. GFA, Ghana Pepe. Okay. So IGP has come out. You saw the video that I played that Artese police for now started urge bribe in the name of spot fine. On car say I feel no artist or moje bribe. Bribe no moje dada. But who say spot fine now Ghanaians have been talking about for a very long time. Say there should be some kind of ticketing system. Instead of say police jinawa na or bribe no ude ojiname a mam ticket na me nkotia. Give me a fine and let me go and pay. I know say they are going to find a way to finesse it and still take money from drivers. And then the ingenuity of Ghanaians the Ghanaian policeman Kokwana as a crown fan. So but at least with my chair say Srewa sport final what if I'm ticket mammy me kokota kwakutia me no ni asembia I'm not going to let you delay me. You know, forget about it, I'm going. One for tickets and buy or wasn't. So what to say? Police phone be I started. A catcher drivers and they say a spot fine. And on mojo or more bribe. And don't me bob warm PBR 160 Ghana, 200 Ghana. Oh my Joe, say spot fine. Spot fine no. Up to now. It's a parliament in AU, whoever is in charge of the sport fine and Yambaso. It's you know. I think this video wasn't meant for the public. It was meant for the police department heads, not free meetings, especially Nima police. When what is a movie? We are complaining in our Nima police into what? Until they have to put a stop to that. Police force one call for FL will say more J Bible no. When you report, when you videos in it, you know, you deal with them. Which is a good thing. I mean, this man O'Brien, he hasn't got a foot wrong. But I still think, say, he's still crawling because the Ghanaian terrain for every leader is kind of hard. It's you know, he's going to work on it, and I hope, say, I mean, he's done so many things to show me, say, or Pepano. So obey me. I know person. Oh yeah. That aside, that's one topic we are going to discuss. Now, I saw a video by Doma Hene. It was on somebody sent it through, was it Facebook? And I was trying to see if I could get it on YouTube and I'll play it for you, but I haven't got it yet. It's, you know, how you doing, Obaya? And Nana was it?
Yeah, I'm doing okay.
I'm doing good though.
All right, Aquaba.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jodo.
Thank you, producer, for all them topics. And to let it out there, she did it without utensils. She just did it the old-fashioned way.
Please, I said equipment, not utensils.
I mean, I'm the utensils and I can't.
Nana Pocho, go and get your brother, okay?
Utensils in there, yeah. Oh, okay. So these are the topics we have today. What you guys want to say about it? Let's start with COVID now. I mean, the COVID has been a very long journey.
So, COVID vaccine. I guess anybody can help me out because researching this topic, Muba across very disturbing, my friend and some, because Ministry of Health, one website from Ministry of Health Ghana will lay out vaccine rollout plan. As a matter of fact, a vaccine rollout plan for Ghana, UNICEF page now the vaccine information about Ghana.
Wow.
Why?
UNICEF page.
It's UNICEF's page that has authorization on your rollout. Just there, the vaccine is in Ghana. It has been authorized. Of course, UNICEF cannot give you a rollout plan. And Wamayan, high priority in Crawford, like CDC, basically what CDC and WHO has been saying, who are the priority to get the vaccine. But I don't understand because we have a Ministry of Health.
Hello?
Oh, I have ended on that. I'm waiting for somebody to expand the understanding from
there. Okay. Well, okay, now I'm recall. Ghana Health Services .org/COVID-19. You're right. There's no rollout plan over there. On what you go and go for my yard.
Oh, as for the scare there, we will scare you, Pa. But
I don't want to go say the COVID-19 disease is real, which we all know it is. Yeah, your question is what are you doing about it? It's a problem. But I mean, the biggest issue is from the time Ghanaians started, so we are prepping towards quelling the issue of COVID now. We spent almost about 7 billion Ghana cedis. It's more than that. I'm just being cautious of the figures. I know say Matize is around $3 billion, but I'm going to say there's 7 billion Ghana cedis, which is a little over $1 billion. That's spending Sasikano.
billion.
Sikanashi Kwame.
Sasikano, we've not been able by ourselves. Yentimin to COVID vaccines by 1 million crab by ourselves. Yeah, this is Kapakoto Yenyebi.
Kwame.
Yenya 2.8 Mamiri Hansen. Yenya 2.8 million vaccines. Nina as a gift. The first 1.3. The one AstraZeneca now we demand first and WHO say you're a poor country, you're bebre and say you're being TNG. Busia WHO do to us $1 billion. We were the first to go take that money. Quick. Sputnik up till now. Said 200,000 vaccines been buy now. Yaji almost yeni baby I best on because I say in your refrigerators I use powder, it doesn't need refrigeration. So Sikana Busana ya bonina, so 200,000, 230,000 now. Shake the brain. Up to now, Sikano de Ayra. Nyomudia may nyina no so ye de achen enti omo meche de omo Sikano ye. I don't know. Hansen.
Kwame, at the Ghana national anthem, Obaso is out here at you for near for Obibia. Okay. First of all, Nana, your president Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo. Speech no command United, and I'm a war asem cow efa vaccine no because Obi Oko Salvation Army. Ekoje ade for free a odi bedru fie a on sign complaining on ho say ade na nye papa enti so o say Ghana like ahia yen enti no yentimi nye enduro ni bi na so obi ehu mobo abecha ade a ompe first of all no aduru no mo de ade bi eye free bia na enya ade papa enti no say wako yisu na say Europeans na kire say untime mfa mba omukro mu ha ade na ukogu Ghana fo animu ase say aduru na mo sign the brain no cry enye papa de ne koto papa ni bi so brain eno na memfa na say madi ne ho ya okakra say at least ade ne ye free enti no say o hwe na enye papa oji anu wato agu na waji awie ayisu na wasen aba back say ade ne nye papa de a ho no menene nya adwen ha me pa na Oh, I don't know who should know.
Ode Kasaria, we are Mishu.
Yeah. And you know, so what could the donation from a European NASA almost say I do know the man of a fake, you know, what was happening will be very Europe now, oh, say, yeah. And no, which means as a Ghana, no, sir, in Druna, a Mujadrone, sir, Sabio, no, define man. That this time around, no, as some of the tone chain, no more, yeah, critical thinking. No mutimi processing Robia, a bit near Boa Ghana for rather than say a debia or tributune sa normal. Massa, and on them why because what could be any man to say a drone cram with the bread, you know, you faking drew. Obian smart say free and drew. And police in our cano. Question I maybe say, what kind of the day they say, Sicily, your monges.
Yeah, fancy COVID or free COVID or any police one. Police one, they may show so experience.
Yeah.
Yeah. COVID.
Yeah, Madasi. Minda ahanye sena ntimtia. One was sponsor group na one was sponsor programming with the big guys. COVID. Other samabo. Sebekaya last makas and be there so one more drew hospital. One more time as a fa and amobwa. Ghana COVID na was when you timer or dado. No corner me catcher on Kwame. The first one was a boy hen. 6 months time and son Ekakajidama Alufolia was on your papi. Beba between my one within 1 month was also a crack on. Now you okay. Maybe a chain COVID. Kwame on a cano. Maybe a chain or a chain COVID a dream. Now after prayer. Or you're very expensive. Never catch COVID. Oh, they be all to the business. When you invite to the bra, never born to my business. Our mom as a one baby, never two is in was. I mean, if I talk about my business, I was one baby. Now, about one business was it. Shall call for what's someone come when you want bahadi. Shall call for what's someone when I bahadi. Let me be said there. Abam faso na Ghana yenye no ho. Kwame. Abam faso na Ghana yenye no ho.
Me problem ne say enti ye sika we be na ye koje ye no. Ye de ye dan aye nam na ye stress for
Kwame match that was what pada yanks ye yen COVID match wa Ghana.
Oh, I know na chen. I know me sure say abrofu ya na ba be see omo plant ho no omo de.
Abrafo Kwame we ye free there.
But what I'm saying is
Russia wasn't can be see one plant what pada where COVID was our testing. No we ndo papa no ya papa. Na papa admamenu okokoto bi won wanchani okokohwe a third person kwakotazi a other sembe ba. Kwame na bia baba gedru admamenu no wahin o abrochira ha de bia.
My problem
is head minister wa ha.
Iti ya ni see Ghana no. And we're going around borrowing money left, right, center, emergency funds are country. Let's say we've gone in there and emptied all the coffers, taking all the money. Say $200 million. So why are we still going around begging for a drew?
Because yeba as an yankedri. Yeba
that's the problem. We didn't buy it.
Come here, Shady. Nazibiolo ye free beyond papa the man brother Kane. Azibio ye free beyond papa share that
Nana was my question to you, Nese. Free there or match 2.8 vaccines. Jana Yakobo Busia over $2 billion. Say the boy who buy against vaccine. You mean besides that 2.8 no. And one here, your memo says vaccine no. That's what I'm asking.
Please let me add Oh, no, no, more
Abaya.
add to Kwame real quick before you can answer, Mpocho. And just to add to what Kwame just asked, Nehu, I just want to unequivocally disqualify you saying free water because we ended up paying for the free water.
Right.
So before that is attributed to where the money has gone, because in Suno
Nothing was
free.
free. Electricity
Matt.
and nothing was free.
Matt, akamas mama.
Na
A kid was
aduro na ya kotono.
Maraba, a kid was watching Max was school my Yabak almost about 70 million. I'm skinny behind
$100 million.
100 million. Skinny behind what's the Max? No, was it be ye? What's the next year? As yara insurance and next was my one. Beside that, my insurance and or one coffee sim. That man next any insurance no yela was be more bushing beside insurance and or one coffee sim or Ghana. Or Kwanyankasa young president ni a finance one ni insurance company. Na Ghana insurance company no one on way na then. Kwame checking a the insurance was a nurse and teachers on no ya phone. And for that miss can go you account to Ghana. And she's scanning your cook one so uncle for in the park view. She can wash you. Wash you. Kwame, next topic. The dama COVID papa na mami one would be. Into I am at the pa.
Up to now, me who will be organ, I'll say when you be out. Or more pay be out no crown. Almost there's no information as to baby be out.
Oh no, buy ya catch on the check and a check in. And for Nazano. They mean why you.
About your homework, I'm here. So, like, I'm going to start from the grassroots. At least I'll find 1 out of 10 people are householder, Bakwawubia. Then I can trace it from there.
Kwame, none.
Sunyani, Kumasi, Accra, Takra. Nobody knows where.
None. Kwame, none.
Clearly, our time, Papa.
None. Kwame, ever quite the next topic with that. Next topic with the Ghana. The media no Ghana na the workers of one when you now waji.
How's it?
I was a Munchadua.
Well, it is my honor to welcome you, Mr. President, to the White House. And I'm very much looking forward to our conversation today, which is a reaffirmation of the strength of the relationship between the United States and Ghana. And of course, we have deep and historical ties. Our official bilateral relationship began in 1957, but of course there are longer and longer standing ties that connect the people of our nations. Over the years, many Americans have traveled to Ghana to remember the history of slavery and to honor their roots and understand their ancestry. And the African diaspora in the United States, including my home state of California, is significant, and our nation is stronger for it. We, these two nations, share a commitment to democracy. Last December, the people of Ghana voted in a free and fair election that demonstrated your nation's commitment to democratic principles and institutions. We share a view that all people must have a voice in their future, that our democracies are stronger when everyone participates and weaker when anyone is left out. We also share a commitment to global health. None of us have been immune from the ravages of the pandemic. We recognize our shared responsibility to collaborate, to share resources, to not only continue to address the effects of COVID-19, but to prepare for the next pandemics. And in that way, the United States is proud to be a member of COVAX and the African Union, and has donated more than 1.2 million doses of the Moderna vaccine to Ghana. And I'm proud to announce that we will shortly send more than 1.3 million doses of the Pfizer vaccine. Finally, we are working together to expand our economic relationship. You and I have talked about that briefly before we came in. American companies continue to ramp up in Ghana, understanding the significance of the work that they do there to America's economy, much less to the partnership between Ghana and the United States. And they do this also because they have confidence in the government of Ghana and the environment, Mr. President, that you have created, which allows for some confidence in the respect and upholding of the rule of law and human rights. And so with all of that, we look forward to continuing to work together on all of these issues, including in the context of the United Nations Security Council. And again, I am honored to formally welcome you to the White House. Thank you, Mr. President.
So, Madam Vice President, first of all, I want to thank you very much for the invitation to come and have this brief visit with you. Your country is one of the most important friends of Ghana and has been right from the time of our independence. We value the relationship, and any opportunity, therefore, that we have to meet with the leaders of America, we have to take it. And that is what has brought me here to the White House. Our commitments are very much the same commitments as you have. We want to develop our nation as a democracy, as a country where freedom and the respect for human rights and the rule of law are paramount to our system of governance. Our big challenge, and it is the challenge of all those who want to develop democratic institutions on our continent, is to ensure and reassure our people that democratic institutions can be a vehicle for the resolution of their big problem, that is economic development as the means to eradicate poverty on the continent. So that's the investment that we have made, and it is an investment that you have been very supportive of, and we continue to appreciate your support. We've had some difficult times in the country recently because of the COVID, like everybody else has had. Mercifully, its impact on us has been not as originally anticipated. It has been more mild than it has. Part of it is the work that the government did, and the others is the general environment in which the disease is working in the continent. We're grateful for the support that the United States government has given us in trying to deal with the virus, the COVAX facility, which America has been very strongly participant, and the support that we've had through the donation of the 1.2 million doses of the Moderna, and the promise you've made that more is on the way. Our target is to try and vaccinate at least 20 million of our people by the end of this year. The Ghanaian population is some 30 million odd. And I think if we can achieve that, we will then be more confident about defeating the virus in the context of Ghana. The other main preoccupation for us is the cooperation that we have to put together to defeat the jihadist insurgency in the Sahel. It's a major security preoccupation, and the G5 Sahel, ECOWAS, the Lake Chad Initiative, all these are the organizations that have come together to try and push back. I believe that's an area too where the support of the United States government, and it's important that we set out right at the beginning. We're not seeking military assistance in the form of American troops or otherwise. I know you just had a bad example for yourself. American troops in some areas can do. We're not seeking that. We are looking for support for our armed forces and for the intelligence agencies of our area, that they can be in a stronger position. Many of those who are leading the jihadist insurrection in West Africa are the people who came from Iraq after they were driven out from Iraq to Ghana. So I think that there's some information here that can assist us in being able to track down and deal with these people. So these are the main preoccupations that have brought me here to Washington, to try and discuss with you and through you to President Biden, and hopefully it will advance our mutual causes and also strengthen the relations between our two countries. I want through you to express my warm greetings to the President and indicate to him that In Ghana, he has a friend in office, and the people of Ghana have a very good feeling towards him.
Kwame.
Also one for doing them right.
Kwame.
Yeah,
Kwame.
Just bring
Kwame.
the do.
Kwame, young president, Sebio, it's even point out. Young president, me should have through. Hey,
Oh, I see.
no quan me catch on Kwame, no quan me catch on Kwame. A billion, what hurt a bit more than a fa. Can billion go up with them. Be different for on your own component, on your own timber, as about me.
David.
On a common the one I bring with Benazin. As it's Benazin, my mother, my penco, for Baba guide them, nays the Benin, a Bialan Bezibina. Answer me. Oh, Kwame. Kwame, that must me, or enjoy not to public cry, or that must me, can was smazy. That must not what can was smazy. Ne Asha, my men, as some of the catcher one, Ned you to down, pa, wasn't my hand, or end day. Now, she wasn't the IEB. Now she at Chama, other countries. I do not then check Kenyan. Mesa may no end, I am sure Pedigy be. Near that community as I bought other nations and away and asana, one so one to me. As some more there, Kenyan. As some more the young papa Kenyan. Maybe I'm a cat as an over pie a common number. Let's all cook no catch a bossa, no zid be fee, no or to talk is the banner as a banner I hair blast ban. Eh? Why had bad one hair and call for why your party with chill and sort of be fee. Or be funny bis a day is the banner was so yet time on coffin with cream. One man or about some of a catcher. I mean, Yana Papa on Jenny Young, no quite a catch on Sebio, and some to Sebio, maybe in an penny yan what on the Kakaya Yapacho. Yapachawa, no quite a catch on Kwame.
I say Abatare.
Kwame, no quite here, Papa Ocean in a buffoo. The people of a case of the ocean in a buffoo. The people of Brian case of the ocean in a buffoo.
Did you see Kamala's face when he said 300 million and 20 million? Did you see her face?
She said
she looked confused.
No, sure.
Man, 300 million. I thought he said, say, a percent vaccinate Nipa.
Also
20 million.
Also, in the country, you're 300 million strong. There's 300 odd Ghanaians. There's 300 million odd Ghanaians, and the goal is to vaccinate 20 million by the end of this year. Kamala looked at him like he was crazy because after that he had the nerve to add, and that will make us feel safer. Herd immunity is gained when you vaccinate 75% of your population against any disease.
Right.
20% of 20 out of 300. Is that close? Is that close to 75%?
I think what he meant was that we are 30 million and he wants to vaccinate 20. He just I know from.
Okay, Kwame. So much as you said, Ghana is about Accra. If you look at overseeing Accra, that's it. That's what he's trying to say. So, and yes, be at the whole country, no.
Now, maybe they understand if you have plans to vaccinate 20 million, you find say will be a near brace or no room for. If money you want, it has never been a problem with Ghanaians getting money to do what we really want to do. We got the money. We got about $2 billion. What have you done with it? Oh, person, what 20 million about just Harris Diamo Mono. So 1.2 knows 1.3 million versus on that money. The target at 22, 1.2 that's one. Some of us all catch him.
But yes, that was the bottom line. If you give us 1.2 and I'm trying to vaccinate 20.
billion.
And of that 1.2, we have to divide it into 2. So we can only vaccinate 600,000 with your 1.2 doses. Madam, you must give us money for more.
Yeah, and what about the Germany? What about the Germany one? Recent for Germany.
Please,
And only
our America, my Germany, or they donating of our husband. What Germany has given us, if I was a husband.
No, so why?
The speech no man. So utie donation from the voice na eba na ase papa no bibi ha no pese o ka se maame enye sika na o ka no e na ebe so yen ye we tag because ore e voice ni ye na me say bia me speakers na issues room but answer voice no na me hear this amount na o brain enye possible first of all so ma ko read this speech no and say and no kwa no minku for no kwa mo kwa na ye pamo say enye papa
and UN there no
UN there no but adro na ye free no kwa no mo de man kwa na ye hu ano enti ye kwa na say ba ye hia sika na enye adro no na ye fe
say me I don't know sometimes I am blaming some of these countries that give Africa aid. I sometimes blame them. It's about time.
It's not sometimes. Every time.
Every time. It's
right
about time that you sit them down and say, dude, we are all in the same market. We've seen that you've borrowed $2 billion with COVID. Then I say about COVID. Now yeah, 1.3. So now we are 20 million.
Kwame. Yes, also nyenti no ben. Kwame ma menkyere waze bi. Ehun de America fo yam on favor bi wo Ghana. Afije funazin wotun wo pa Ghana wo baye nzama na aze wo Ghana. So wo kubi mpo wo Ghana on fan ekeda ma eyina.
But what you have to know here, sir.
We beg.
Sir, politics in extreme muchaso.
Matsi. Only wants to make you know.
You'll be a favor. On person me don't be.
A favor no was a hen.
That your mum na your favor. Into the entry on the back.
And you don't get my point that I need money. Let me remind you about your Eyalsam because terrorists. Hey, the way that speech made me.
I just cringed because Un said he was trying to blame America. Say, hey,
baby, Kwame, Huna Saman. No, pro or can or Guinea. Abaka Guinea some. No problem for Abaka Guinea some. Oh, no one or Hoyan. One on a Hoyan. Taurus moving.
Utia no kind
and you face the country for
or say tourist. Or about Club. Let's shout out to Kwame Black Arrow. On Kwana the whole Ghana, this is our Panini. Oh, or say it's your telephone now on my back the area no more hard no we sure so bit on your intelligence a free American intelligence gathering in Crofono because baby free Iraq shade now I say.
Oh, that was shade.
Yeah, it was a shade. Sir,
I mean, one or Africa. I'm a catching. No, one or Africa or Ghana.
Hey, number one terrorist. But no, that's what China said. There's a bigger problem. On here, a soldier for Namokra, Muda soldier for Krako Iraq. Modi soldier for Afghanistan. Ready apa kusi wo. Etino ye hia mo soldier for no. O da mo fa scan mre. Na infantry. Na mo fa do nemra.
And that's exactly the point I got from them Saheli desert and Iraq.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey, is this man suffering from Alzheimer's or dementia? Do you remember how terrorists got a free reign into the country? Or you don't remember that one?
Oh, David, it was short memory.
Okay. Ghana
Army, there be a Hansen Castle Ghana, the Uncle for you be Dubai. Yeah, with a different Baba to about there. Yenya soldier form muko guide your borders. Ma kwan kra. What the unim na wade ko katogu. Tese ato abari. Ma kwan kra no akọ. But terrorists be kun there tese ba America wo be riska sa.
Debut, Kwame who's asem na kan no hom. Could the same as near happened with the agric minister no. Because so also atiato tom for no mo ba yekum ho de a uhia sika. Na ade na fertilizer na free country no dey entimi stop it.
Say near bum na dwinya ne ekọ.
Ghana.
But it's funny. I thought the way his speech was
Kwame, what a region one way where to go on way border na.
And I say ya to abana you.
Because last week now I was hearing some agitation say some of the border towns say omumbi border na more business is not going on because they are more intertrading on both sides. To me, sure says there are still some restrictions.
But please, Obima assuming or make a sense, mom. Land borders are open. Are closed. But your air and sea borders are open. What's the difference thing about it? And if you want a variant of a virus to be in your locale, you have a better chance with variants from what's around the one. Instead of importing a variant from Europe or the Americas, when you haven't figured out a solution to your base variant. In Timpocho, that sense, no. Where is it?
Here how Kingston no akoto you know.
I say how Kingston in the key no koto.
Like it's sad though, Kwame. If you have
don't make light of this issue. A big issue, pana Obaya raising, you know. Because
if you have the video to, I'm sorry, I think I just stepped on you. If you have the video of what he said at UN, please play it back to back.
Shame.
So you can hear the inconsistency.
Oba shame. Manemo because
Kwame, me pacham bisra Togo foluwa na. Burkina Faso foluwa na. Kwame pacham research my mind. Kada Togo fun in the way. Na Burkina Faso in the way. Na ai Cote d'Ivoire in the way. Africa na dem masata lakan. Ma ya bana wodi fi outside of the band. Na mo wanka so African and hence no are strong.
But some now okay about vaccine from Germany, you know, we have to follow up and see, baby. Because look at it, they are trying to find an excuse for chartering this private jet because Oba has to acquire another $15,000 an hour flight.
Another one.
And or your plane no Ama Georgia. Like Liberian president, so on phone to come on the accident.
Wait, please back up. our presidential jet
Yeah.
is on loan to another
It has-
president.
Do you remember the last time I was telling you, say, the jet is on the move. We just don't know who is
It's using it.
the jet.
You know what?
Well, it turned out that one of the people who used the jet is George Weah.
Okoria.
Please tell me that George Weah is paying $15,000 per hour for our presidential falcon so that
No.
a cup the better cuddle.
No,
Yeah.
no.
Because
Obaya, no.
Obaya, what occurs if you no clue you should can our enterprise are current enterprise worker.
Kwame, iyi na meka kyerɛ dɛ sɛbio yɛn papa no wɔn nyinaa ɛfi dɛ mboa.
Oh, I mean,
Ebi yɛ assumption bi dɛ yɛnhwɛ Akufo-Addo ne government mpanyinfo wɔ mu. Wɔn age no ɔbor
thousand.
for
Yeah,
very good. Nti apanya asɛm was man. Oh God.
I mean,
you want to listen to the speech?
Oh, yeah, because
Kwame bɔne biante. Ɔmbɔne biante. Ne nyinaa ka program no.
Ay. Yeah, so. Sir, you and speeches from Mugabe, we are Namjaiti.
Big news for
no more. It's not fun anymore.
One who to challenge it.
But your topic at that crown of account. Open on.
Ghana salutes the historical significance of your election. You preside over the 73rd session of the General Assembly as the first female Latin American. I congratulate you most heartily. Your election reinforces our common preoccupation to occupy this exalted position. On behalf of the people and government of Ghana, I wish to extend our heartfelt gratitude to the United Nations Secretariat, led by the Secretary General, His Excellency Antonio Guterres, and the whole world community for the outpouring of grief and condolences that we received in the passing of Kofi Annan. We were deeply touched that so many world leaders and people took the trouble to come to Accra to bid him farewell. Kofi Annan's passionate and profound belief in the United Nations and his certainty that a better organized and stronger United Nations would make the world a better place is an ideal that should not be allowed to die. Today, we continue to be faced with the stark reality. Resolutions, laws, and any number of votes in the Security Council and General Assembly mean nothing without the political will to enforce it. We are still to come to terms with what the role of our organization should be. Should it just be a club of nation states that exists to look out to their own interests? One of its constitution, by we the peoples, as declared in its founding document. Does the theme we have chosen for this assembly have any relevance in real life? And do we want to make the United Nations relevant to all people? We want an organization that ensures shared responsibilities for peaceful, equitable, and sustainable societies? Or should it remain the place to pass resolutions that are ignored with impunity? Now, President, when some of the nations of the world gathered in San Francisco 73 years ago and signed the landmark document that created this organization, it was a very different world from what we have today. And I do not refer only to the difference in the numbers in the room on that occasion, nor the difference in the mode of travel that brought the leaders to that meeting and the jet planes that have brought all of us to New York this week. nor do I refer to the tweets by which we communicate now and the elegant handwriting that they employed back in 1945. I refer to the theme we've drawn up for this General Assembly and wonder if it would have been comprehensible to that group in San Francisco. It is a different world we currently live in, and we should accept that this organization must change to suit contemporary needs. Madam President, 10 years ago, as the General Assembly was starting its proceedings, the world was plunged into a financial crisis. The first scenes of that crisis were played out on the street not far from where we are gathered, but the consequences were felt and are still being felt around the world and in small countries like Ghana. Some say that upheaval lies at the heart of the change in politics and outlook around the world. Today, as we speak, a trade war is being stoked between the two largest economies of the world. The consequences will affect those who have had no say, including small countries like Ghana. These events provide proof, if some were needed, that ours is an interdependent world. We in Ghana and other parts of the African continent are determined to pull our country out of poverty and into prosperity. We do not think that a nation needs to remain poor or become poor for others to become prosperous. We believe that there's room and there are enough resources on this planet for all of us to be prosperous. But it does mean that the rules and regulations that we fashion to guide our dealings with each other have to be respected by all of us. From the environment to trading rules, we have to accept that there cannot be different set of rules for different countries. Thus far, the United Nations provides the best vehicle for all nations to address their aspirations and challenges. Ghana has always displayed her belief in the United Nations and sought to contribute to her share in making the organization a successful one. We have embraced the SDGs and integrated the 17 ambitious goals into our national vision and budget. We intend that Ghana will, in July 2019, take a turn to present our voluntary national review during the ECOSOC high-level political forum. And we will share our successes and challenges, as well as opportunities for new and continuing partnerships. Madam President, it is important to reiterate that advocating for a world order in which all countries sign up to obey the rules does not mean that we want uniformity. We take pride in what distinguishes us as Africans and as Ghanaians. 55% of the work of the Security Council last year had to do with Africa. Unfortunately, this invariably meant peacekeeping and poverty-related issues. We no longer want to be the place that requires peacekeepers and poverty-fighting NGOs, no matter how noble their objectives. Our regional bodies like ECOWAS and our continental body, the AU, are making systematic efforts, despite significant handicaps, to bring peace and stability to the entire continent. And sooner rather than later, they will succeed. We know we must get our population educated and trained, and we are setting about it. We must address our infrastructural deficit. The traditional methods of tackling this problem will not provide the answer. We're looking for new ways to resolve it. Ghana, like many countries in Africa, is forging relations with China to make arrangements to help address part of our infrastructure deficit. This is not a uniquely Ghanaian or African phenomenon. It has not been lost on us that the developed, rich, and well-established countries have been paying regular visits to China and seeking to open new economic ties and improve upon existing ones. It is also not lost on us that a lot of anxiety is being expressed about the possibility of a recolonization of the African continent by a new power. We should indeed learn from history. It was at the turn of the 20th century China's first railways were built by Western companies, financed by Western loans to a nearly bankrupt Qing dynasty. And it was under those circumstances that a strategic port called Hong Kong was leased for 99 years. And the rest, as the saying goes, is history. Today, the former victim of Western Railways imperialism is lending billions to countries throughout Africa, Asia, and Europe to construct not only railroads, but also highways, ports, power plants, and other infrastructure, and many businesses. The historical echoes are certainly worrisome, but yes, surely we must and can learn from history. We in Ghana must build roads, bridges, railways, ports, schools, hospitals, and we must create jobs to keep our young people engaged. It is obvious to us that the development trajectory we have been on for many decades is not working. We're trying a different one, and we would appreciate the support and goodwill of the world, especially in helping to stem the huge flow of illicit funds from the continent. It is in everybody's interest that we who are counted amongst the poor of the world make a rapid transformation from poverty to prosperity. We're determined in Ghana and increasingly in more and more parts of Africa to chart our own path to prosperity and pay our own way in the world. We're no longer interested in being a burden on others. We will shoulder our own responsibilities and build societies and nations that will be attractive to our youth. We have the necessary sense of enterprise, creativity, innovation, and hard work to engineer this transition. Hence our vision of a Ghana beyond aid, indeed, of an Africa beyond aid. Madam President, it is equally important that the United Nations is reformed to be able to preside over this changed and changing world to which we all aspire. The powerful nations must be willing to adapt to the changes to make our world a better place. After all, we all inhabit the same planet, and we all owe the same duty of care to ensure its survival. The African Common Position on UN Reform, as expressed in the Esselwini Consensus, remains the most comprehensive proposal for reform of the United Nations, particularly of the Security Council. It is time the global community endorsed it to create a modern United Nations fit for purpose in our time. May God bless the United Nations and us all. And thank you for your attention.
Hey!
Nana Showboy.
Obaya.
In fact, English there, he knows how to speak, but he knows English there. We must give him.
Our favorite minister, baby.
For what reason?
Minister of Health. Say 1.3 na so na beje no de ko.
No, but checking the health system, no.
Our favorite minister came some. He was here some.
He does not look impressed with what his boss said at all.
I mean, me shout out to the ghostwriter. And something there, ghostwriter, and I church on the speech, you know. Only he has to be president too. Because this guy doesn't mean a word of what he said.
Patromumbis out there, is he talking about another Ghana or Ghana na yinim na?
Same Ghana, Obaya, same Ghana.
This is not Animal Farm Ghana.
Kwame.
Now, shade in Kwan over to you. Say,
Kwame.
I know more can be to all China and Echo.
Kwame.
Kwame
Mepocho. Abade no Madame speech.
Abade
no Madame Dama Kesi obey. I'm speech obey.
I think it was somewhere last week.
No, it was this week. It was the day before he met
Camilla.
My
okay, not your Monday, Anna.
Monday.
Okay, Kwame Mopocho. Is Mopocho. Or Kakufiana Nasa Mobwana.
Yeah, okay.
And see, Monday no ya Kwame Nkrumah birthday when to win Jinado one farmer speech in Po. Hey,
Someone okay.
I'm going to catch you no. Paying Fenimo. Kwame Nkrumah birthday when to win Jinado one can't be Kufiana. No, Jina does a Kabibi man. Abazi, Kwame.
Sana Kofi Annan ye UN Secretary General anti.
No, Kwame Nkrumah before Kofi Annan. Into Opo Kwame Nkrumah Jina, no the achievement was Ablo Kofi Annan. Oyabana.
So you want
The
me
baby
to
went to one
acknowledge?
bonus when he speech him.
You want me to acknowledge the man my father had long-standing beef with? Hey,
Oh
Nana.
God.
Nana.
Oh God. And see, so on your nine child a bear president to a minima.
Oh yeah.
Presidency there.
Of course, it could have come earlier.
It was his
Area
first
were him
time.
fa. Were him.
Oh no. Oh papa, oh no, papa, you could tell too no. So I'm tell my fans. Oh papa.
Papa, some Eric Kwame. Kwame, and see, Mamma ne Papa as all ye, one to know your Ghana. Young friend
Kwame
can.
Nkrumah birthday ye diwo Ghana Founders Day. Oba ya no dey apostrophe be share nim. I know say founders ne papa so kan ho. E see dio. Oba ya sika na Kwame Nkrumah da so 2 cedis. It's out of circulation. I don't know try the ne papa ne squad do so.
The hate is deep.
Oh say Omra no Kwame Nkrumah was part of the early president and he came for the first or the second, we see, United Nations. He was very prominent when it came to that. But massa.
Oh,
Kwame.
Before Karen one time, Kwame Nkrumah is the worst president ever.
In the speech, you're breaking it down. And sending you like as a Ghana, no, you book me Ghana, and I will a full Ghana, no, so it's difference, I brought no picture book num the trauma. So I say year over year on China for a year. Driveway seal now, Moyen Ghana, Honor offering a road now, and answer the infrastructure, no, and no, can once them not answer the.
Oh no.
There be also railway. Kateke light.
Okay, because some infrastructure now can once them. Any China they now can't say or more on major comparison because here they are lasting for 2 weeks.
Now, the question is, on no buy infrastructure bank. That's the question.
Hey, please, he just commissioned highway.
Which highway?
It is Kufu joint today, but
which highway?
That the highway Obi akobo bosia beto odala no.
But who commission am?
Uko commission kra wan frɛ no.
But who commission am?
Hey, say oko commission we you very say
Transformer.
Electric pole.
Transformer. And electric pole. So propaganda.
Electric pole.
No man Canada. The transformer electric pole. You must have
So.
Nina pole. Every pole is pole.
Hey, Charlie. The disrespect.
I'm confused. Are we Ghana without aid? Like, is that what he said? Like, we achieved the goal of Ghana without aid 2 days before he went to shade for vaccines?
Yeah, also young Bobo Sabia.
Now, who's that? This speech, there was a lot of shade in it too.
Yes.
He said these people are complaining. He said, why are you complaining that we are lovey-dovey with China? More China.
Basically, and if you want us to get to the level that China is, then the same way you gave them money to lease Hong Kong for 99 years, come and do the same in Ghana.
Come
or
and
stop
give us
complaining.
money. We'll give you 3 points. We'll give you keep 3 points. Now must hang go 99 years. That time me mabusia for you do na wi na. Mo dey amaye.
Oh,
I can see how we voted for him. I can see.
oh, the Ghana people book him.
Maybe the ghostwriter because
Me sure that no papa no book not showing or a different Ghana. I swear.
This president, the kind of speeches are all kind of. Or you look one quarter cry, and Ghana will be a different country by now.
Thank you. You know that the youth of your country need to have hope in order for the country to have a future. You know this. You can say this to people, but 80% of the youth in your country don't know if they are coming or going. You know the importance of environmental protection, and yet Galamsey is breaking your country literally to its ball joints. Okay.
Galam simple. What did you electricity? What a shunk of what did you skip on? What a shunk of
that was what Line. What Obaya said was a very good segue for me to come into this one. This is
Anthony Babesiso.
yeah.
Be America.
Yeah.
Be Germany.
Yeah.
Be UK.
Yeah.
Be New York at home.
Yeah.
The American understand Nadia.
Yeah.
Bantina to watch a bentin to Quani.
Yeah.
Benny, Room, I have Baswasa.
Yeah.
I are a sacra, but never been for.
Yeah.
To Suavenom.
Yeah.
Yanamina, the be a bit random women.
Yeah.
You be all kind of say.
Yeah.
The be a place of convenience.
Yeah.
Publicity grabbing you.
Yeah.
Na ne oho no ko hwe
Yeah.
chance se na asia ye ko ko mu a na sa o gigi ye to
Yeah.
ana sa o ya nana
Yeah.
na sa bi o uru twitwa asase
Yeah.
na nua sika be de bi braw
Yeah.
na ma ko be sori se fa bi boya
Yeah.
na ye boni sa when you say ya
Yeah.
me se dia ba bo
Yeah.
na ma shedo ma ko nyina bo
Yeah.
na ma shega na ko nyina bo
Yeah.
adehia na ba sori no
Yeah.
omientie nsem bi adu ba bia na ba kasi basem na ki
Yeah.
isa tem didi na bibi sa
Yeah.
abawa asema ba kan mu pa
Yeah.
uya nana
Yeah.
ne ba gala nse aba
Yeah.
nsuo
Yeah.
oduma kuma ba ade
Yeah.
nsuo ani ti se wiem
Yeah.
na nsuo ani ayeko
Yeah.
ne ba nana to o ja ma nsuo yeko
Yeah.
na nse be de se nsuo a
Yeah.
na sabio agene ni wa badi wadem
Yeah.
abasa ba ka to se ye wadwuma
Yeah.
uya nana na
Yeah.
kuro nyawo no ye kota
Yeah.
na mo ba ka to se kuro
Yeah.
kota te se fi to ma in kuro ban kan kwante ya sei
Yeah.
na ba ye wada no ba ye
Yeah.
nye bi le gege ato
Yeah.
to na ba ne ba to ma in vi
Yeah.
bin kwa assembly do no ni
Yeah.
to de ne se be pia wa no so aye de okọ pia bi
Yeah.
na o de okọ so
Yeah.
mi mbom de me kasa
Yeah.
me kasa kire do ma ko nyina ne Ghana ko
Yeah.
obi o kasa ye wadwuma
Yeah.
on how
Yeah.
ma mrantie ni ndi ma sorry ma menna
Yeah.
menna ko sisa do ma fo be be de
Yeah.
be be de dam
Yeah.
na minti min kasa biom
Yeah.
na ye adwuma no ko sisa be duru ba bi be kasa o na se
Yeah.
na meka
Yeah.
na mrantie na ba sorry
Yeah.
no
Yeah.
face the country no
Yeah.
ba no me ye de me shaba ni monyam
Yeah.
na ma ba kasa nguda
Yeah.
sabia no tia ba man ko me tie
Yeah.
Mama kwa.
Yeah.
Mama kwa. No say amanyo. Yaba ya kan bibi. Ya kan easy. CBB, PNC. Na kwa don ko ya kan. Eti what aroma.
Yeah.
Achabe.
Yeah.
Ma yewura no nti say.
Yeah.
Ya na nyina ne ya hwehwe ne say.
Yeah.
Ye o kakra bia ye betima ayo.
Yeah.
En kana bana.
Yeah.
Be ba do ye nkwachire.
Yeah.
Yabere wura na rubber yabere yabasisa
Yeah.
ye de agu baabi
Yeah.
ye wi a rubber no oye ma na asoma nkura
Yeah.
na ba de motoki bi
Yeah.
na pa de ko gu ball aso
Yeah.
na mum ya ye de ewie
Yeah.
na ko tare ma
Yeah.
Say nsuo ma.
Yeah.
Clinic is the basic ma.
Yeah.
I want time to yeah, go be over. I got them come back and say,
All right. That was Doma Hene.
That is the
It's,
chief.
Yeah,
That's the
Doma.
chief.
That's the
I
chief
wish
of
we
Doma.
could find more chiefs like this.
Obaya.
Doma Hene. That's Doma Hene. And in fact, we're dreaming, and I know he's going to be a target for the next 3 years.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to say.
Yeah, he's going to be a target, but
A target already.
How's someone say?
Me so or a target already.
Or a target? And no, who say they wait to can do okay because if you want to say anything about development in Ghana, it becomes a problem.
Because it is too much.
But you're taking the taxes and a judge here.
They know that something, you know, sorrow kasa, assenting to son kasa. They be obube, a benebun. Bibialing. We want to nakasa.
Doma Hene is one of the top 5 for more Ghana. I hope Sewa Kasano is going to open the floodgates for other chiefs. Minimum 1 or 2 chiefs there.
Please, they
Yeah,
won't.
especially
They
Mukrumen.
won't.
You go ahead or trunk country.
I know some big chiefs who not say a word. But
Please, as I'm taking himself, all respect due, he won't because
no.
he believes he should stay apolitical. However, you are not apolitical. If you believe you should stay apolitical, then you should be truly on party biara. But that's not what you're preaching and what you are doing. On yet the same.
It's not. It's not, and that's what the chief said. Oba some bobi on NDC. But he just stated the problem. Said nah. So we achieve now usu. But what he said was very profound. I was saying that when God created the waters, the color of the waters looked like the skies. So if your water is red and the sky is not red, that means the chief uti kromona ye bibia bro royalties no. I mean Krofokasa wadwenya, they've not insulted you.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, punchline.
Yeah.
You so punchline.
So okay, sir, can you Jonas Koka so okay.
McKay
I think that's what he's about. That's what he was trying
yeah,
to say.
no, on him David.
If you're sitting there and they are bringing you royalties and your rivers are turning red and they say you are stupid, indeed you are. It's not an insult. They're just stating the fact. Yeah.
It's so there. Ghana, I think Ghana, the best way to run Ghana is to be the same way. I mean, you're copy America anyway, until we might as well translate the whole thing. 1 year regions, no, the states. More power and authority within the regions to develop themselves and watch them and have at the top level, the national level, no, have a federal government. But money generated from the region should stay primarily within the region. Then they pay some to the federal level. Money so that Misika Muya na otnamunchana. Madibaya region no.
Very good.
Obaya. Obaya, you know what? We've already done that.
How?
In the 90s, there was a big thing called decentralization.
Oh, I remember I heard about that.
And we spent a lot of money on education on that. That all the districts should keep their revenues within the district and build the district. If anything, money is not going to move from bottom up. If anything, our money is going to move from up downwards.
Mhm.
The so-called common fund. The oil royalties.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. I swear to God, either people are fucking with me or I'm losing it.
Yeah, na ya chiche ama district nyanya bi no omode develop your district. So we don't even need a federal system. We already have that system.
Mhm.
And
On paper.
On paper. You see Ghana. Ghana constitution Obaya perfect. Is the most. You will not see a more perfect constitution than Ghana. But it's
And
all
we have
okay.
a constitutional lawyer as a president. So
Oh,
Uncle,
yeah.
this should be the marriage from heaven.
Oh, don't forget a human rights lawyer too.
And a financial guru as our vice president.
Oh, Daddy, oh no, yeah, but vampire principalities, no.
Oh, my Kasa, no principalities in Tino.
Demons and
Before my
na Kwame, etida was in there. Ghana here vice president mpa.
I heard that this week, yes. I heard that.
Why do we have a vice president?
I mean, the vice president was supposed to be like for internal affairs. That's what like when the president should be focused on. Ghana was built to be more like a Pan-African country. The president's focus was to be for the Sahel region and the rest of Africa and international stuff. And the vice president was supposed to focus on Ghana because almost Kwame Nkrumah's weakness was that his vision was for the whole Africa and paid little attention to Ghana, which is a lie, but that's what they said. The vice president's role was built such a way, say, if we even have a president like Kwame Nkrumah, who is so Pan-African, say, not doing any Ghana crowd, we have the vice president whose whole focus is on the country. So
not in Ghana. So Nidam, we are still using. As a matter of fact, we have not been able to build more.
Nah.
Supplemented crowd, we can't.
The second one we built, Breed Down, was on his 10-year plan. 10-year plan, I am only 7.
The roads in Ghana, majority of them Nkrumah Time Road.
Nkrumah Road, yep.
Nkrumah Road. The
only big functioning bridge, Adome Bridge. Almost half of the secondary schools in Ghana on one this year. With a country of population of 6 million, mind you, Osina a population of 6 million.
Oh, that reminds me. The next topic, Krami, I have questions about that.
So that's a good time to segue. Let's go on to census. Ghana for we are senior. Almost a free start 25 million. No, to say 30.8 million Ghanaians.
300, please.
America pay.
So now, my question to the government is, in light of this census that majority of it was guessed and forecasted, because I promise on anything, of my friends in Ghana, 6 out of 10 people, when you ask them if they were counted in the census, they say they are still waiting.
Black Arrow. Who sister you kinda my sister.
Mpocha Kwame, wala kan na mo fio. Na mo Ghana.
Yeah. Mobile news,
Oh, David, how are we adjusting policies in the last 10 years? Okay, even with the exponential growth that they said has happened in the last 10 years,
Mhm.
What policy adjustment have we made for this huge jump in people? And what policy adjustment is going to be made? Because CCRN, we're still working with the hospitals forecasted with 6 million people.
Mhm.
We're still working with the schools forecasted with, I know they're saying pre-SHS and they have built buildings. I get that. But no, the actual educational system, no. As soon as the population started spiking, we couldn't control it. Hence, from migration from O and A levels to JSS to whatever it is we are now, non-functional educational system. With a census that shows that there is a vast number of women, there's more women than men. What policy adjustments are we going to see that caters more to this population? And I'm not talking about change everything in the favor of women, but I'm saying then maybe that is why the policies we are using now doesn't work, because the needs are different. The jobs that should be made available are different. Or you say I should shut up?
No, go on. Me no
I
yeah,
have gone
drink,
on. If I ask
yeah.
anything else,
Can you know buy?
Obaya, I know you drink pa. Twaso.
Chede, if you cannot even dedicate yourself to doing a census right, if you cannot, when you are doing research, the level your research is going to fail is at the gathering of your data. That is going to dictate how your research plays out in real life. This is why I'm sitting here in my PhD. I cannot finish. The empirical data phase is basically your entire research. Now, if the empirical data collection phase, if we cannot even dedicate ourselves to do it right, what was the point of wasting that money to do a census?
True. I mean, first of all, no. Census, the method we use for our census, is it still relevant to Ghana as a country?
It is not, because the census people cannot reach half of the places because the roads are no good.
Because before during the election, almost every journalist or Bekase population of Ghana, they were throwing that 30 million around for a very long time. So these people just collected the money, went to sit in a corner and say, "Oh, let's go with what everybody is saying."
Like everything else that seems to be happening in Ghana these days. See, our 30 million people cry, Kwame. 30 million people cry, nah, Kwame. At this point, at Jessica, in just 5 short years, at Jessica, billions of dollars. Kwame, you couldn't trickle down a tenth of that. 30 million people is not, we're not talking about the size of America. 30 million people is maybe my state plus Oregon plus California.
Where the size of Delaware?
Andrew, California crime may do 30 million.
Oh, now they said that California is now, everybody's leaving California, so we have to count it down. They said they have messed California up, everybody's leaving. So, Kwame, as you just said, $1 billion just on corona relief. Now, so as a country, Yentuman got 30 million vaccines. Yaji $1 billion.
Obaya, California is almost 40 million.
Oh, please, they say it's not true.
Almost 39.5. But I mean, there's been a serious migration towards the Houston area, towards Texas, from California there.
And some of them too are here. We don't want them. They should go away.
They are coming to increase your.
They are the people making our $200,000 homes, $700,000 homes. We don't want. They should go. With their Polish money.
They are helping our properties, but if a bit your taxes.
With their Polish money. Kwame, they come and they put down cash. That Silicon Money Valley is stupid money.
Oh yeah. Yep.
And then when they want your house, when you list the house for 300,000, they come and offer you 500,000 and leave and tell you don't even have to pack anything. They will come and send people to pack for you. We should not talk about them.
Oh yeah. So let's say Ghana, the size of Oregon, the population of California. That's the country we live in. So, UK for no, they cut Ghana no to be the size of UK. Geographically, it's almost the same size. And UK, there are 40 point something million. I remember, bro. Eh? They are almost about 60.6 million.
Oh, I'm sure Ghana, we are closer to that 60 million number than we are the 30.
I mean, mom, the 30 there. Me sure said the number because I think some NGO and I'll be saying a kind of 30, no. So the 30 is about right. But I don't think said it was the census that came out with that number. It was guesswork.
So
They
now
took
you
the
want us to
million-
ask, where's the census money? I won't ask. I know you want me to ask.
Now,
There was a Nigerian living in Ghana. I say, it's boy. What you chamaya? Nigerians always have the best solution to every problem. So I'm country they cry.
And so, like, for me, the census, no, it is a chance for real policy change. That's what the census is supposed to be for.
Oh yeah.
But I feel
What it
like,
is.
Andrew Baby Ara,
I think that's how much did Ghana census cost?
as
Yeah,
we are
Kwame.
sitting... Oh, go ahead, Nana.
No. Me not say yanka.
Me say Ghana census no. It cost 521 million Ghana cedis. Only to come out with a number we knew already. This is so funny. It's not funny. This is how unserious the country is. They took 521 million to tell us what we already knew. Anyway, kind. Okay, let's assume say BBI no cray kind in 30.8 million. When we were 25 million, we were complaining. The only time Ghanaians were not complaining about economic hardship and infrastructure was when they were 6 million. After that, we've been complaining. Every 1 million be at the back count be complaining. We thought we were 25 million, we were complaining. Now we are 38. I'm gonna make sure what they are doing to make sure, say, the 38. This is our number. This is almost here. Now you've seen the number. Okay, 30.8 million. So what are you doing? Infrastructure for the past 5 years, apart from Pokwasi interchange, which wasn't even this government's project.
Please,
What
it's
have
our
we done?
name we use commissioner.
Hospitals, Bobo, 111 agenda. So far, mean tis almost about cry. They see that I no cry be a soon be. The Akaka cramo maybe no finishing. Oh, they're finishing Nafaka 111. No. We're just going to close our eyes and forget that it was almost 90% done. We're just gonna assume that you did it from scratch. Now they are coming 111. No. Even the ones that are the American that are no crowd be Nafaka 111. At the end of the day, we have 111. What is going on with this country?
Our Minister for Gender doesn't even acknowledge the fact that there's as many females as there are males, much less more. Our Minister for Gender can't even grasp that.
Did she say that?
No. I'm saying her actions right now. like her ministry is probably the most diminished ministry. I don't really understand what the woman does, to be honest.
I've not even heard about anything from her ever since.
On America.
Even how Yakubu is going about closing the sea. I've not heard anything about her.
Even African Americans in America are concerned and hashtagging and tweeting the alarming number of disappearing Ghanaian women and children. Our minister, Bwebwe.
Assembly, on bon wow. They say what you attack at the be on bon wow.
You know, to be very honest, I don't even know who she is.
I don't know if it's somebody's wife they made minister. I don't. It's like a Ghanaian version of Betty DeVos. Confused, and she's just there.
Is it Sarah? Is it Sarah Joseph? I don't think that's.
Joseph.
No, is it Joseph? I don't know.
I don't think that's it because I think she would have been a little louder.
Otherwise, Sana. Once a son.
Joseph is very vocal. So what is going on?
Yeah, it's not Joseph. I don't think it's Joseph.
I wanna come check out network computing.
Mary checks is here.
Takradia Sembe.
Are you serious? What is the Cynthia Morrison?
Cynthia Morrison. Cynthia Morrison.
Ministry of Women and Children's Affairs, Minister Cynthia Morrison.
I
was even surprised. Our LGBT cases, but I thought she was going to come and
Kwame, and you bring ya make mum. No, I our friend exams or make mum here. Exams for training. Training the meeting, Kwame, maybe or by other Mitiara. On them young Kofu, a Bessene being. One in the more way. Yeah, no one train them more cry and a pay.
She is the minister for Aguna West.
Minister for Aguna West.
He's an MP for Aguna West.
Jesus Christ.
Apart from Oyelita, Obey Minister for me carry be out.
She was a teacher. And also has certificates in catering and flair. I won't read again. I'm sorry. I cannot read this again. I will not. I refuse.
If you go to the Ministry of Health, the Ministry of Gender and Children and Social Protection, I just have in picture I did there.
Oh, I'm a Ghana.
I won't.
Oh, I just have a picture now. Let me show you guys.
Honorable Cynthia Marley Morrison.
That's
why I've never heard of this woman.
Let me put the page on blast so that people will not say I've gone to
Mizakushi
or something like that. Yeah. Ministry of Gender, Children and Social Protection, Republic of Ghana. Our leadership, Honorable Minister Sarah Adjoa-Safo, Chief Director Dr. Efisa Zakaria. I know. Almost maybe to say women empowerment.
Women empowerment.
I cannot.
Ghana. You're kidding me.
I cannot.
They tackle domestic violence. And then I'll give shout out to Dosu Ne. From the Dovsu.
Dovsu.
Yeah, Dovsu there, at least. I know a lot of men have complained. I'm so be kona lawyer your bar. Judge your bar and oba no lawyer your bar no.
Which kind of agenda with this?
Before I be record along one assembly.
You self that you are coming, crowd. We are looking at you sideways, going, worry, I know who be on there, but
You be so bad saying to say who be so tiasing. As for Dubs today, but we like it like that. That's one of the places that I work in. That's their website. So I'm just going to assume that Sarah Adrasafu is the minister. I'm just going to leave it as that.
and she is quiet. Like there's something not right, Kwame. I just have this one was still quiet.
I have no idea. Charles is saying no. The problems no dorsum. Problems no dorsum. Scandals everywhere. Money sikaso maji bebre. So it's yeah. It's, you know, I think say.
I remember, man.
Brim. Oh, Hansen
Okay.
has been. Oh, Charlie. Sorry, Hansen.
Hansen come back.
Bonnie, mother, I wasn't called Uria Namaye.
Yo, Martin, Madasi. Mokora Ghana, no good wall canon call for Ghana. More home penny, so we cash you as a woman or do when call hospital. Kwame, McKebby be I mean one cannon. Or from a wife be sent a day. Number no a mamma no war him, no so or man no. Why I in way be 9. I saw be some wife fine. Number from my day. Ma, more from Abba, also Abba, Wababa Canoan. Let me say, I know to work and one double, you know. The Mancasa, I mean, Mancasa one cannon. I mean, one cannon. And so my daddy in a diamond coffee. And I walk on my airport was a count.
America, but this is why I don't like you people. Though. You want to be counted in America and Ghana too. Why?
Yeah. No, why?
And tell me a Ghana.
Please, they said they have counted you in America. It's okay.
And see, kind of work can hear mean jeans there were coming in a papa because Uncle Fan could quit in classy. More milk classy warm crawl was win so. Milk class some crawl was win so. And so, but anyway, that my figure was about our ban. Nesicana with the semen. Oh, him.
I'll wait for Nyako to answer that one for you.
Why was it being put to do? Was it 2 weeks was a count? Still one can we?
Sikano, yan said this no any Sikana ya baba the actual amount no be 12.10 per move Casasa and a Sikano. But just imagine note 5 crown or betono. Also, no boy day because tablets now medical care or mono and yet possible say a crass hono a bedrew. There is no network. And too bad I can only purpose our tablet and also. That's the question mark now. As a nipabisa.
The tablet number was a one. Once and now a pino kitona fought about I wouldn't able to.
Huh?
Yes. What's a pino fought about I wouldn't able to.
Counting it. Oma can me first of all, no, I think say counting now. The biblical counting now you'll be uncle kind of it's about time you stop.
Kwame, in Ghana, what is our alternative?
It should be continuous. What hospital be our Ghana? Your birth and death registry. Why don't you just use them?
I'm away from here. Well, best now with you.
That's and you know, Obi wa and Obi also there a best set. Who there
Supreme Court classic Ghana birth set
In that case, system yeah, I say your creativity be able to media sika. That's the all yeah.
I mean, call me crazy, but I think say see I him say 30 million. All we have to do is count at our borders, count at all borders, including the womb and the cemetery.
So what you are saying? We cannot have more money.
No.
This idea, I rubbish how much for you already.
What kind of women MTN normal. Now what boy more there or young puntazi? What kind of one I be a benyam puntu? Puntu no way.
But Nana Jose, Name can say, Omaya 5. What I say? Oh, Binka, Mona Bina, we are. Almost still Omaya saying,
why 5?
Aha. It's I don't know, you see birth and death. Not a more wuna a kind. And no more mauna a kind. Yeah, the cat 30.8 in the money at TB Frames are. Now we have said, 512 million. 512 million. Say kind.
Don't forget
I say,
as a canning.
No. Record now, can Kwame. File now, can. And your computer now, Mudi Gusu, where Note 5 and Omoye. Until every 10 years, Biano.
Jumabo, I have friend data entry. Ghana has unemployment, your problem. Baumiasun and I'm at a laptop. It's a computer near pa, Baumia maybe. Some California pair of Makaya. Unemployment into your gadgets. Misubenia masters in statistics craft for Mugufia Munya Mama Kayama. You get a high quality.
The money we have gone to borrow to come and pay for census. We want us to actually use it for census.
That's what I want you to.
Census no, Baumia, or for address system no crano. And no crano, or Muye, saying. Because I dine no crowd, Mudi address nation no crown, went to me and can number of buildings are a complete and yet uncompleted near me. And no crown young one. I feel Ocean Becay, and also Socrano figures number de Barbon, a dear Puntu na Ghana for Ibinya. Because next 10 years, they say you counted this net down. Sir, Memphis said within 9 years' time, on Bessia Becay be. Anna, that more so it drew back to us also 18 years for. Or more do some back to our banners also, or more control Mudini. In this case, no, Yenim said Ghana, the Breno, among war hospital, Binomu fee, 80 assemblyman, and I had the best solution. Assemblyman, the Obianim no Mantamu, 80 assemblyman, what an arsenal who's Obia will feel way more. Not what opportunity any the number of people are on table I'll show muscle. Say and no bad was say yes spend it and say youth and because me minister will be logging into that computer now on coffee and cocaine because one man a rough estimate say a day which me kind of 20 into only say about 5 or log it off into or better type of DNB because you interest will be a D and again as we get similar names. Into no be anywhere our record say Kwame by fear the kind maybe the quadro way into no or be logging and now the numbers maybe I ask him. But yeah that sense of snag young who's so fast on the man assemblyman for now. Almost every day be almost Mantamu. Omunim your oko and omunim your oba. And say the more there at the end of the year, no, you benya say, okay, me pass muhano, the padodo say ɛna ɔmo wo yi ɛna dodoɔ sei na ewu yi eti with that data no meaning sɛ ɛbɛboa sɛ aban no bɛbɔ ka akɔbɔ bosia na obi ate mu 10% ansa na ebeduru yɛn yɛkura ara se hɔ no yɛkura na asa ɛmoa
Unless you make outdooring mandatory, like funerals are mandatory.
Matilda, but I think it's still going to be a problem of collection of data. Your department, you two are Canada. You see hospital, we build an office for them. Just use them. I don't know. Sikana out every month. You two are man can you beat ya. So if the assemblyman is going to help her, let's make every assemblyman a member of Birth and Death. Now you're man a desk. Now you're Tianica. Let's do that. Because Obaya, no matter how you see it, it's still going to be cheaper than 5-12 million Ghana cedis a year.
How so one farmer 7 million pound, one phone call for be and another war. Oh, no one find out my impay being here, impay being here one away, the impay being here one out, wow, one for. Simple as that.
This goes back to Obaya Semnano Kase. Why don't we make the regions and the cities and the districts take care of themselves?
Okay, soon the last was a bang.
Now, all city no, we need to work from home, and I bet you car ubenya. So if you're going to sit around, and a government who's himself will be inflating the population, is going to hurt your pocket. If they are say there's something at stake for them, they'll put some effort in it. But me, I am a hospital no Ghana Birth and Death. Opa pewa na obi biwa obewura office in and out or more doctor crowd too. So why can't you just count them? I don't see mama certificates on my birth sets. Just birth sets, it should be tied to some database.
I'm confused. Oh, please finish.
I want to know what you're confused about so I can address it.
The birth said that if you are in America, you can just put on Facebook, please, who can help me get birth set? And like 30 people will answer me, just send me the particulars in DM. Those records that you want us to use.
Say, right now, that's the only record we have. And, we have to start from somewhere. At the moment, every time, every 4 years, so prices, the prices that you are seeing now is not going to, today's price is not tomorrow's price. The next government is going to take 1 billion Ghana cedis for the county because Omoji 512, now 26 million. So my can will say 30 million, so they will need more money for the counting. No, Nigeria in the say 30 million. The bank said I must spend 512. I must spend 30 million.
Now, Kwame, was as if the voter was in front of one for those.
Oh, Samoa.
Yeah. Most of voter was in for those.
Now is that breakdown.
Oh, that means I could check in here. There be a worker. There be a worker. I was a myself on a word also. One can have been free. I shall myself on the crumple. Fitty by Brumina, Mawaka.
Joam, Baumia laptop, Ubi Babe.
You want to outnumber us, eh? You lie.
Oh. Young one when I crave you also 1 year.
Is this the new laptop?
The new
hey, disco.
Maybe you on access to power.
Where club or club na a light in the
disco lighter.
Yeah, disco light.
Are we sure this is not some laptops that Amazon had sitting in a warehouse and
A flooded
rubbish?
one.
Yeah, they just wanted to get rid of this thing. Who can make
People
money?
ma o jeje laptops na o yin ye no tan. Me show ibia. Mo kwa Ghana mo tatre kure.
Hakboza Ajima is 79. Opungo Denimka 46 years.
Obviously, Hakman was 79. Yeah, 83.
79. Unim Hakman 79. Hakboza Ajima is 79. Opungo Denimka 77.
Who put him?
Asama for 84. And that's 303. Michael Quay Jr. 86. Okay, but enough 419.
Oh my god. This is crazy.
Oh man.
If I follow you people, I will get fired. Hey, what's on your phone?
Oh, come on, 5 for the phone. Oh, where's your 419? Who even thought of this? Said, no, I have to do this calculation.
I thought with age comes wisdom, but our politicians are.
Nah.
Now, Kwame, maybe Ghana, Oko pension at what age?
I think it's 65.
Now, I don't know. I'm paying for you know, no more bro that age, you know.
89, you know.
Kwame. Kwame. Oh, yeah, in 65.
My dad retired at 60, but I
no, it's 60.
No, early retirement.
Kwame.
But
so you're 65.
Or say
why the Wasaki Papan? What's happening in 60? Why the Wasakan? So you're 65.
Oh, I was looking for the full video. According to the video, Papa Ramasakin at 60, no. Now Papa will be replacing with the 80 something.
Look at this.
I won't deal with you people again. I won't do this again.
Charlie, why is there being hypertension?
At 60, the job was too much for him, but an 80-year-old.
So they fired him and brought an 80-year-old.
Experience.
FCC can census no see a loan.
Or a loan.
Just special loan, yeah.
For census, who is giving us the money? Who is loaning us money at this point? I want to know which country is loaning us money.
That's my problem. The persons who are giving us the loan. That's my problem. My problem, parent. Among my loan. One my loan.
No, and you won't win cancer because all your business. It is all by now. So, I can't say, Kuma, Okotoka. Now, loan for now, approval there. That's our credit, you know. The way now, almost this kind of man now, Kotompa boy. So, still be paying loan, Libby. Okay, interest.
Hansen.
Yeah.
Call bankers for say, Osroma, $100,000 na fakoto party na ras mo bekacho.
I swear.
Na so asem na paying for no mobile. We say only vice president e kase na ni minimal go because no yeska. Also call UN hono. No kasa or ka Victor Eipa na no de kasa. Because when you say
UN cannot give him any money.
It's only not kind of cocoa so ask them, but the vice president the voice and answer Oluma Kasaseni like COVID na chino. Because
answer that some.
So, and this trip too was a higher jet.
Yes. And jet is what it can.
I know Obia to no for say Ghana for Omokan, yeah. Yes,
yes.
I think this has to be the new strategy is that they are going to over us with the nonsense so that we just say we are done. We will say again. Maybe yes.
Opera ya not it Ghana for Ghana for Kasa.
We
I
have
thought for yeah.
Trump and before Obama, Obama said jacket brown cry 2 news. Obama, of course, scandals and this are feeling out breaking news come on you.
Oh, after a point, we stopped reporting. It's true. After a point, oh, your car, you won't.
And no one, Crawford say no to see. You better cause problems. I better do baby no more cry. I better phone.
Hey, talking of Ejah Trump, what's wrong with him? Yet in control is not a good thing.
Obogo.
Prepare over second time.
Obogo.
There are some people you need them to be vocal because when they go underground, it's not good.
Yeah.
Because the next time they surface, yes. Please, yes. That is why when they took Twitter from him, the thing hurts my heart.
Charlie, let the man speak so that we can know what he's thinking about.
One here, Debbie. One here, over can say or die, do or die. No, you're better. One here, over can say do or die.
Do or die.
So the census. We've done the census. Now what?
Now job creation.
Now we wait for the next one. And borrow more money. That's what I'm saying. Say, census no here. We have problems. COVID are bad. Yeah, 26. Say, yeah, 26 million cry. Manya wedru. Manya 26 million vaccines. So more can you say 30 to show us that the problem is even bigger now. So you need to borrow more money. Or what are you saying?
Kwame don't impact no we were Ghana.
My come website too.
Shouldn't want find Shemo. Shouldn't want find come there when you know where Ghana for what's us.
No.
No, that's not okay.
No, quite never catch you no. Moko Ghana, me who be at all COVID all over Ghana.
I saw your doctor.
Oh, here, no calling Moko Ghana. Amazon Jampra Maka, Mowo papers no Ogumufon the stuff.
And a marker. If you don't want to say it, don't.
As I was here, more hospital, man, I'm a in fact, no, or you may any jida, but enjoy what done my roho. I'm a friend of my Kwame. Maybe my catch or secrets.
The only time our COVID numbers are publicized and look at the trend, I mean, our trend every month is when there's something that we need to distract the people from. In Ghana, that's the only time that our COVID numbers are publicized.
And anytime we talk about terrorist threats, there's a time that there's a scandal and we need to go away ASAP.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So now we have to actually start paying attention to see what they are diverting us from.
So COVID in this Ghana up to now,
oh, but they have gotten a refund. So that one there, everything is everything.
Yes,
also see Kwame.
Let's stay on the census thing.
Yeah, census and
I was watching a documentary on how cities like California and Vancouver and all those cities they're trying to turn their cities green. And I was watching and I mean the trend that most of those cities are going. Now they are building smaller roads. They are building roads more for public transport and cycling and stuff like that. And I'm say, it's not for the green of it. But isn't it prudent say Ghana say our cities now a building. We cannot build them. We don't have money for them. And the money is leaking so much, say. We cannot build those 4-lane roads, 2-lane roads in this embassy. So why don't we start right now? Say, okay, we're going to start building our cities to be green. And start building bicycle lanes and stuff like that for smaller cities like Kufori, Sunyane, Takra, so that our cities are going to work like other cities are working, but we're not going to spend as much.
The country that has almost 365 sunshine, but has not found a way to harness solar power to be. That's the country that you're saying we should do it in.
The same country, right?
Okay. Brad, who was talking? Please take it, okay?
Yeah, the same country now, can say, Ode Banche, house fat, and also if you free no, and I can want some now, and I say different country now, can want
same country.
Okay.
Same Banche country.
That 60 years, Temamoto way no more, you know. You're breaking it down. From Kumasi to Accra, how many a year?
Almost started at Rollins. I'm going to dualize. Dualized.
Simple. Linda Dono, and Omujai, right? And this our road no cranny and me. I feel now by catches a baby at the bicycle. Now, car crank to me, a baby bicycle.
The American say, you car quine. Because who said, you to me.
Okay.
Just start building pedestrian walk and bicycle lanes. Car can be one lane for buses. Now, let's forget, say, we are going to build a megas muscle. Let's start
walk of Fumda. Okay. On the way, I'm a fum quine. Some way, you know. I don't know Ghana for. I could say, Hiano Yatana Hiano, you say, Adibia, Ombayama, and so any. Ain't you know, Pano Chino. You need cars, you need to cry the better cars now, ever faster road, you know, so because that tricycle no car big enough for those kind of road now, leading to farmland, you know. Because ocean roads near what Ghana and now, okay, dual carriage now, waboka, because a tricycle near Kofaso. And yet,
what I'm saying is, let's forget about the cities that we have in mind. He said, Yakanye, you do 30.8 million. Yeah, 25 grand kusi. And as he said, yeah, 30. He said the only thing that is going to increase is the rate of borrowing. Asan.
So which language are we going to use to get infrastructure loan if we say we are no longer building roads and now we're building tricycle ways?
They are going to get more green money.
Asama Bruni be boni trim kodi Ghana for Brofona de nana do to police. Yeah.
The more green might work though.
Factors. You need to see hospital now. Hospital no. Your boss across your managing director.
Oh my God! My God!
No, or to go mitigation.
I mean, if we say green.
Because see, let's buy solar panels. At the end of the day, we are complaining of doing so. Let's forget about building roads because Yabeji Sikano, not the Akoma party headquarters. And then they are going to do 1-inch asphalt road, which is going to last 3 months.
Driveway, Kwame, and
they will do it over and over. Now, say I will be not or the black paint, a paint coins. So, say, baby, Bruno, let's just forget. Uko Sunyania, Tanosu, Omoya breaks for. Let's just do break pavement for bicycles and pedestrian walks. Quite my mind, now you first can enter solar panel.
Can it be in Mpocho?
Now There's no way.
There's
tree
no
Kwame.
money
planting,
left, I beg.
tree planting ecosystem. Some koboros kakon, some may tree planting.
You see,
Yes,
Kwame,
after one
only put
weekend,
on
we
him
haven't done it
summer.
again.
How much
Kwame.
was it? I think it was $10 million was the same.
Yeah,
And $100
but him go
million.
summer and cry because Ghana nanka so ye green the dado. Echo village be a duo ho. How then oko hiska and was to make Ghana for the green again. Well, baby,
Please.
Ghana village in the OCC. Oh, yeah,
Outside
reason
of
was
Accra is not
was
Ghana.
he trying? Huh?
Outside of Accra is not Ghana. 1, 2.
Oh, yeah, reason could say no was a year hen. Well, I went to Oko, a Kumasi village, Woko to Tundia, was a bayan on your cow.
There was
You
this
see
like,
cathedral cry, I also ya cover blogger free a year about saying and I
hey, 125 million Ghana cedis. That's
For
what
what?
it cost us to plant 5 million trees for that weekend.
I says to say, oh, my can hear who say over 300
And even hear more trees.
Oh no, Kwame, wait, say that again. For one weekend of trees, it cost us $125 million. I mean, cities.
Yeah, that's what the internet is saying.
Yeah.
That's 1 weekend. 2 days was here. 2 days no was doing the now
And we were able to plant 5 million in those 2 days.
Yeah.
Baby would you doing in a question no swa.
Ghanaians, that's our problem. We don't get mad enough.
Oh, I didn't want to buy them because seedlings in Kwano, you spend 12 million to buy the seedlings.
Every
It is out 125 say you better card near there. You sure I better and the Wellington boot I better our boys.
Where did we get the seedlings from?
Forestry. That we pay them every month to plant seedlings. Forestry department.
Kwame, woman ko friska bi mu wozi wa Ghana wa wontum gbe wa nan kasa.
Me say we have a forestry ministry. Or more departments for every town in Ghana.
Yeah.
They pay them money to keep the cities green. What's it mean in a jai? Me a shop brothers uncle for a crowd or pay a crowd.
Kwame. But on your
and then we are going to have a pseudo tree planting organization. Within 2 days, almost spend about 125 million. So on the same job this department and a good department in it.
Kwame, they are saying now okay.
So
you're gonna so because you to Abama.
And then one say within the next 5 months, because I see a co-fumigate plants in
Yeah.
because insects are renting and also say 125 million.
Oh,
I say yes, sprinklers.
I'm an insect. What can I punch in a worry?
So what you're telling me is that the Department of Interior took trees to downtown DC to plant them, and the federal government paid the Department of Interior $125 million.
Sadly, that. Yep. Meanwhile, we have a ministry for forestry that already are in every region doing the same job every day.
The
And
Ministry of Forestry is different from Ministry of Agriculture.
Oh, yeah. And they are always complaining that they are underfunded.
Kwame, men confused, forestry for no money is different from the old trim,
Yeah, first point me different. One watching the other war.
Forestry for no China Nina Ubitrend, Omugina roadside, almost stop.
Almost green, almost stop.
Yes. Instead of some sites on our Omubigina road.
First for no me a tree police.
Yes.
Timber police.
Timber police.
Yeah, timber police, yeah.
So the forestry people have now taken on the
The
work
job
that
of the
the
police.
The
on
police.
the police impo. And I want worship value of the timber nehu. Into revenue for edgeman a forestry wapa.
It's just Unze, anytime we're talking about a topic in Ghana, we have to joke about it to make it easier to talk about.
I swear, because if you don't laugh, you will die of hypertension.
It's just ridiculous. They spent 12 million Ghana cedis on seedlings. So what has been the department from Jumana? So every day now, what are they doing? Why do we have to reorganize people and spend 125 million?
Kwame, check. One what printed that in Vienna or Canada. I only mama cano crampo because Muka kept custom muhun one idiosis whether or damehini or dear damage dame you dear damage or so crown be brave. That mazin no you dear man.
Royal trees, Nana.
Debut why there printing or printing of one picture, sir. Would dear India what is so crown be brave Cape Coast. Me should honor. Me should honor no you dear no.
And the regional minister, and then Crawford, even the president had some cut a sword to plant trees.
Abrafuni na de omuhuji mo.
Yes. American embassy would do daily win what John.
What a capital house or crowd be back Ghana be the way I bet ton amount on. Old the hospital bed is so crowd be sorry about because too good. And Adriano dia type bend on movie because Adrian can say a benefit to be a
All right.
You people are thinking too much.
Kwame appear next week. Monkofun town. No one baby would do Adrian. Young say boss sponsor. No one did Deniswa.
Omudia 5 million trees, so there's a lot of trees.
Oh, or check a Cape Coast no Wukrum. I mean, more sponsor Mukrum, no South sponsor, or buy a sponsor Wukrum. Yan for yin sponsor. Maybe dear more than 10 umpa.
Please, Mami is asking a very good question. This question, it has been on my mind from my very first session on this question. Do we have an auditing firm that audits the... Never mind.
Auditor General.
Listen, as I was saying the question out loud, I remembered that. It's okay.
Have you forgotten they went to lock his door? What to now boom say? He has audited some department and found out that they've stolen about 3 million. One person has stolen about $1 million, and the person should pay back. How long can you say Togo ni?
Yeah, Osafumafa.
They told the auditor said he's a Togolese. He should leave the country. And I was Sakeno. So
now Togolese today, how can you come and audit the Ghanaian government?
How can you audit it and have the
audacity?
The audacity to tell us that Osafumafu have stolen $1 million. Are you crazy?
Hey, by the way, please, that investigation, how far?
After
secretary, no man.
After they sacked him, the new attorney general, who, by the way, is older than the one they said he was 60, so he should go on pension, came in and said, "Oh,
there's no discrepancy."
Yeah, and the court threw away the case. So,
secretary, no man.
I don't know the details about the court, but what I know is the court threw away the case.
No.
If you are on trial, can somebody stand in? My country is what I'm talking about. Never mind.
Yeah. So Mami, we have an auditor, but if he comes out with a finding we have to replace him. Our audit department is not for finding out things. Yours is just sit there and you to chop the
Kwame.
money so.
Nanka o Ghana asem Kwesi Appiah na
Yɛbɛka no.
adena
Yeah,
like
no.
nti agro
Abronu. Yeah,
Akwesi Appiah, the coach.
coach.
yeah, they've sacked Sika Akono. We weren't going to talk about it. I was just saying, say, IGP no should take a cue from what happened to CK Akono. When CK Akono got the job, people told him, say, some excuses say FA is interfering with my decisions. They don't want me to use my own players, bribery and all that. People told him, Massa, if FA wants to sack you, they will sack you regardless. So if you go there, don't take crap from anybody. Just do what you want to do. You're sacking what no one say. They are sacking you on your own merits. Okoye went here. He allowed them to do whatever they want to do, and at the end of the day, they sacked him. So we are telling the IGP, all the things you're talking about, excellent. Just do them. We don't want any excuses as to this guy is interfering. The big man said, we don't want to hear that. If they want to sack you tomorrow, nothing is going to stop them. So let them sack you on your own conscience, on your own merits, things you did, not for things they told you to do and you didn't do. And that's my advice.
Okay. Now me can say Kwesi Appiah na like no or more person or back no. Now me say no, idea will be the crew name there. I don't know say abeye John Amobi.
There.
IGP is trying to do too much. He's trying to change the status quo. I don't see a very long future for him.
Yeah,
I know cry. So at least or the nipa back one mienu call Pentecost or prison no musi na at least ebeboa. So be a banner say odi nipa 2 or 3 kono omo fire. I think say a normal basis but so oya wa just say oyo one you or mbe pamo into onye dia eno na emwa.
that thing say you're the opposite because at the end of the day,
yes,
someone they will fire you. You can't, there's nothing you can do about it. So do what you want to do. And from what you're saying, you want to do the right things.
Because
So,
the statement not the buy any the baby or said you sir electric you know you payment no aba paying Ghana you who be paying and Kusiaga and you see a party. Let's go to let's go
to man, Mantia says, okay, said police first started to bribe, and I'm saying, or my strategy to bribe. Bribe now, yeah, did you know?
Please, that wasn't bribe. That was something for the boys.
Yes.
Something for the horse.
Maybe oya nsawa. You na posifon. What shall tell you? It won't be able to oya nsawa.
On that note.
Kwame, I'm last one yampon.
Okay.
Kwame, you're not GP when you be. What the crazy woman was setting up by one fat. By one fat. And see, on Shanui pa another trap baba. Trap and Obeshu Kumasi. Hey, Mama no so on Kasa or Kasape will be easy. See, Medasi.
All right.
Medasi.
All right. And then Hansen, also a quick one.
One more you mayor verification.
Okay. Kwame, maybe time Mamfa as the case ma a tier for one or money at Nasa up to a Ubi or say data near as the case any and you may born you by acquiring a moment. Anyway, sometimes you know it is a Ghana Peterson, a number one Ghanaian favorite drink because sɛ ɔka sɛ ɔde w'ani kan tena kuro no mu a ɔho wobɛnya akomayare ne wawu kwa nti no in this case no yɛde bi yɛ sɛdeɛ na yɛsua adeɛ fam ɛwɔ mu sɛ nsa no bebree wɔ hɔ a ɛntumi nyɛ dɛn ɛnsesa nnɔɔma bebree but at least ɛma w'ani da hɔ na wohu deɛ wopɛ sɛ wobɛyɛ no daakye polisi asɛm a yɛka yi polisifoɔ ɔba abɔnten no onim sɛ ɔmogye bribe no dada but ɔntumi nka sɛ yɛgye bribe no nti ɛsɛ ɔpɔlihye ho Ghana deɛ sɛ obi yɛ bɔne a ɛsɛ ɔka kyɛn sɛ oh
bɔne no a wastarte yɛ no nso na ɔyɛ dada
bɔne no a wastarte yɛ ɛsɛ ɔpɔlihye ho kakra woka no saa deɛ a wɔbɛka sɛ oh panyin anim ka saa deɛ yɛnka no saa ɛyɛ saa na next time yɛma platform biem ɛma wonka wɔ adwe. That's one thing about Ghana. It's ɛno no ɛbɛboa yɛn yɛ a yɛwɔ akwantum ne ɔmo wɔ Ghana hɔ no so na afei so that issue about census no yɛnim sɛ ɔmo aka nyɛ awie nti de sɛ ɛdan no ɔmo Ghana yɛnim sɛ yɛadan ɛwɔ Ghana ne nyinaa dodoɔ no yɛ 90% ɛyɛ uncompleted nti census no ɔmo awie no ɔmo ba finish ne nyinaa ma yɛn na yɛhu sɛ population no bebree ɛfi street no anaasɛ ɔmo ba bɛyɛ project nsuo project anaa electricity na mɔka sɛ solar panels no ɔmo ba bɛyɛ expansion bi anaasɛ wei deɛ ɔmo kan sɛ next 4 years no yɛbɛhu kwan a yɛbɛfa so a yɛbɛnya 18 years and above no de yɛbɛwura MPP ne NDC mu anaa ɛne nti ma ɔmo kan yɛ a ɔmo ma yɛnhu na yɛnhu the way mede ma no
sɛ
metio
mete anaa sɛ ɔmo ka kyerɛ sɛ sɛ yɛadɔɔso nti aborɔfo no ma yɛ more loose
ɛno so wɔ hɔ ɛna last you know so covid aduro no a yɛyɛɛ no sesei no nana waa na wakɔte yɛto sɛ aduro no ɔmo de yɛɛ no ɔmo wɔ a ɛnyɛ yie because aduro aborɔfo no hɔ a ɛnyɛ papa nti in that case no free na yɛnya no mo rekyɛn ne saa free ne nyinaa na yɛnim sɛ ne sika no a mode kɔtɔ foforɔ no yɛntwɛn no because yɛntwɛn no deɛ yɛntwɛn atɔ no deɛ ɛbɛnya papa nti ɔmo hwɛ yie na ɔmo a meka sɛ free no yɛde awɔ half of the population nti no wohia sɛ yɛbɛkɔ akɔtɔ the other ones no nti saa sika no deɛ ɔmo nim sɛ sika no ahye a ɔmo ma yɛnhu because apɔfo no ɔmo kyɛw ade a ɔmo ni ntorɔ ɔmo sɛ ɔmo aka yɛ nnuro no bi ɛna nnuro no so ɛnyɛ papa nti ɛnyɛ papa deɛ ɔtɔ papa no brɛn ne yɛnhu sɛ at least ɔmo ayɛ ade papa ɔnsan mmerɛ fii because wabɔ kuro no ka ɔbɔ yɛn ka nti ɔmmerɛ fii
no can't have minister and so unko fee because
One second.
all right Obaya, your last words.
Last words. Mpacho, I forgot to do my opening, so Metro Biara watch the program in there and all the questions and everything. Thank you for sticking with us as always. My brothers, thank you for being here. I will request Kwame, please. You said last week that you'll do this for us this week. So I'm requesting a song. The song I want to request is Yentiobia because that is how we are moving forward. But on a serious note, I want to encourage the Ghanaian youth. I know that it is hard right now. The way American, like, it looks impossible, but regardless of what we're going through today, we are still the future. So if you give up on yourself, obey impossible. So even though right now it doesn't look good, please keep your head up and your graduate up. Please, as long as we can better data, take some of these free online courses sponsored by these American universities and stuff like that, and just enhance your skills while you're sitting at home. So you're not dwelling on the fact that it's here. Fix the country for, please don't stop. And little by little, if we keep pushing forward, a buffer, something buffer, it has to, because at the way we are going, dear, it has to. So please keep your head up, keep doing what you're doing, and something will work. It always does.
Awesome. And the same remember when
Yeah,
you
that's
say
it.
Befa and I said Lumba into
Anyofo wasn't optimism. Still able to
All right. It's on behalf of the panelists, on behalf of Obaya, Nana,
thank you.
and Hansen. Same time. What to make? Same time next week. YouTube, yeah.
Yeah, that's it. We love you.
That's it.
Ghana for. Oh,